Stop talking over people, Christian.
All right, so welcome to this week's episode of the Sunday Sit Down. We got Tyler and Bud here from Nutrition HQ. You guys just want to introduce yourselves and tell us a little bit about you, what you do. I know you're everywhere within the community. Oh, sorry, I did forget.
The star of the show.
The star of the show, Christian, our new baby. He was just born, I'm going to mess it up, 2 weeks ago.
4 weeks ago.
And yeah, it's been a lot. So we have a lot going on, busy. So.
Yeah, you want to go?
Yeah, I'm Tyler from Nutrition HQ. I'm the owner. I've been in Quincy for about 10 years, ran the store for a little over 10 years. So Quincy's home now, married, 2 kids. Between work, kids, and I'm busy, stay busy. So.
Oh, it impresses me all the time. I'll be waking up to go to the gym in the morning, and I'll see you posting your gym pictures or videos from midnight the night before or unloading the truck at midnight. It's wild. You definitely are all over the place.
Yeah, well, I feel the same about you. I feel like I need to do more because Nate's always up running in the morning. So
if I don't run in the morning, it doesn't usually get done, or we got to squeeze it in somewhere. But
Yeah, 4 a.m. club. I always see that, and I'm like, oh, so hats off to you. I have not got there yet.
The 4 a.m. club did end with, it was actually right around Thanksgiving. We went to Phoenix, and I just stopped waking up early, and then Christmas and the holidays, everything, and then the baby. So I haven't got back to the 4 a.m. I've hit a couple 5 in the mornings, but most of my workouts and stuff have been actually in the evening. I just haven't been able to get up.
Hey, I do love an evening workout. I just don't get to it anymore, honestly. But I'm Damon. I'm from Nutrition HQ as well. I'm the omni-channel manager there. I've been born and raised in Quincy. I moved away for a year, and then honestly I kind of missed it and came back.
Sucks you in.
I swear. It's one of those things. It's like when I was actually in Edwardsville, and I had a vision. I was like, dude, this is Quincy can be this, and it's one of those things luckily, when I came back, I ended up getting, to be a part of Nutrition HQ and helping grow a community aspect and being involved in the small community, so our local business aspect, and I like to stay busy. Not as busy as you guys and Tyler, but try to stay busy myself with just doing things, whether if it's HQ or coaching on the side. So, it's been exciting and fun for sure. And then getting to make relationships with a bunch of small business owners is always fun as well.
Yeah, I mean, you both touched on the community aspect, and to me, that is why I love you guys in the business the most. I mean, you guys are just always out in the community doing things, and I don't know if you ever read that book that I recommended to you, that it had the Rosetta mystery story in it and talks about community and the effects of community on your overall health and stuff. And I've told you several times, that is 100% one of the biggest reasons why I respect you guys so much. It's just what you do in the community. You bring people together and you lift people up, like you said, I think at your speech from your Christmas party. It doesn't matter if you're training for an ultra marathon or you're just somebody that's just getting into fitness. You're there to support them all along the way, and that, I think that's really cool.
Yeah, the book, I'm drawing a blank which one you recommended.
The Outliers.
Outliers, okay. I probably bought it and put it on my bookshelf. I've gotten in this habit of not reading books. But, it's funny, I think Quincy's got a lot of great stuff going on, and I see a lot of potential in Quincy. I mean, I get pretty jazzed up talking about it, but I was just talking to somebody yesterday. When we were working on our core values, we were talking about community, kindness, and wellness, and I was like, oh, that when we first launched, I'm like, that sounds good. Yeah, I think I like this. And I just was telling somebody yesterday, I'm full bought in on it. Community, building this community of people that support one another, supporting other local businesses, having this health-minded mindset where, everybody's lifting everybody up. And then, kindness is just treating everybody with respect. You never know what somebody's going through. Treating people the way I want my daughter to be treated, my son to be treated, or my grandparents. And then wellness is, you just kind of hit on it. We want to be there for everybody, no matter what they're training for. We realize wellness looks different to everybody. So.
Yeah, and I know some people hate on Planet Fitness because they have the judgment-free zone, but that's kind of their motto too. They're there for everybody. It's just not I guess a powerlifting gym or this gym. They try to support everyone of all walks along the way. Actually, I just heard that they're getting a powerlifting section, and in the one in Quincy. So
yeah, I think
awesome.
I see it at the store. People get so intimidated to come in and make these health changes. They're nervous or insecure or think someone's going to judge them. So like I totally understand where Planet's going with or going for there. They want to make this environment where people are like, hey, if you're going to take those first steps, you're welcome here, and it makes sense, definitely.
And I feel the intimidation aspect. I don't know if Katy can relate to it too, but I mean, it was about 5 years ago. Like we were at our most unhealthy part, I guess, of our life ever. I mean, I myself was 50 pounds overweight. A BMI of 29. I was not headed in the right direction, and it was just for us to go back. I mean, it was our wedding. This is why we started our health journey again, and to get back in the gym. I was even intimidated. I used to work out from 15 to 22 religiously. I always did, and then getting back into it, out of shape and stuff. You go there, it is intimidating. So having accountability partners and people to help you on your journey and let you know we all struggle. It's good.
Well, especially once you start adding in supplements and things. You're like, okay, well, I've heard of this, but what is it actually doing? When should I be taking it? How often? Those things, you don't know what you don't know. And when you first walk in, you're like, there's stuff everywhere. So even if I'm picking out a new electrolyte or something, I'm like, okay, somebody help me figure out which one I need. I'm like, there's so much if you just don't know what you don't know.
Yeah. I fully trust you guys in your decision. I walk in, I tell you what I'm looking for, and just any brand, I'm like, whatever you guys recommend. I don't truly care. I do have my preferences on my almond tea packets now, but I'm just picky on my flavor. The brand doesn't really matter to me. She is all about her just ingredients. I don't know why.
That brand is fastest growing brand in the store. I feel like it's getting huge. So
Is it? I mean, was it that, or maybe it's the TB12?
TB16.
TB12. Tom Brady. Sorry, I'm big.
He's the GOAT. I mean, it can get related to anything.
So do one of you guys want to touch on how important would you say nutrition and lifestyle is? I know that you're doing the Stronger Every Year challenge, which is again just another thing that you guys do for the community. How important is the nutrition side?
Damon, comment on this.
Yeah, honestly, coming from my background as well, I actually used to be incredibly overweight as well. I used to be 285 at my heaviest. Then I turned into more of the bodybuilding spectrum. There was never always about bodybuilding, but I found through coaching as well, nutrition looks different for everyone, and it's always about making the next best choice. Now there's a lot of things it's technically this is better than this, but if you're gonna go from eating candy bars to protein bars, now some people are oh, whole food's the best. Yeah, whole food's better, but I mean there's a next best option. Let's work at progressively getting better, and I think that's where nutrition really hits. How can we make small changes to equal a big change outcome? Now, and I've had some people, it's one of those small things hey, let's just cut out soda for now, or let's limit soda. I know we kind of talked about soda right before we got on here, but it's one of those things if we go from drinking 7 sodas a week, so at least one a day, and even if it's just, hey, let's still do a soda a day if that's your thing. I was telling you that's my one thing at night's a Coke Zero. Let's at least dial back from a normal Coke to a zero sugar Coke if you can, or something like that. So nutrition looks different for everyone, but when it comes to nutrition as a whole, I think that plays such a role, and that's something that I always try to express when customers come in. Yeah, these supplements work great, but they're called supplements for a reason. They're supplements to helping get you a better diet, or hey, if you're not eating enough protein through your diet, which is the most optimal, let's supplement a protein shake in, or one of those hey, I'm on the go but I get hungry. Well, let's maybe look at doing a protein bar, or protein shake, in that little 10-15 minute window you have on a break, rather than going to the vending machine. So I think nutrition is going to be one of the higher marks I always like to touch on, whether if you're coming in for I want to gain weight. Okay, I want to help you along that, not only give you a supplement that's going to help your need, but hey, where can I give you a little bit of guideline at outside of the store that it's even something we don't sell? I always tell people, hey, I find that, Sam's Club has the best price on chicken. I always like to go there to buy it because I can buy a lot for cheaper, different things like that. So I always try to, make sure not only to include yeah, this supplement's going to help, but hey, like let's touch on your nutrition too a little bit, so that way, you know, we can help build, you know, your goal from several different ways to help you, you know, with your final outcome. So I think, you know, nutrition not only plays a role with, you know, the final outcome, but just making you genuinely feel better. Like the amount of good nutrients that you're going to get for, you know, natural energy is going to be one of those things to help not only like the way you feel, but also just your mood in general. I'm big on gut health. Like gut health is probably like one of my favorite things to touch on. So I truthfully believe that's the, you know, the core of your body is gut health. That's going to control your digestion, food absorption, mood, you know. I even related it to, you know, I'm gonna get more energy from this, so that way I don't have to drink as much caffeine throughout the day, and just generally like, hey, mentally I feel better. So I think nutrition plays a big role, and you know, when people come in, I like to touch on that. And you know, it's one of those things like, oh man, I can't eat greens. Okay, we got a greens powder for you.
It's good.
You know, look, it's that. I'm the first to admit greens powder first thing in the morning, because
it cleans you
like
out.
greens, it does. It makes you feel great and not bloated. But you know, it's
It's down my back.
it's one of those things that, you know, it's, you know, I think it's a foundational stone to, you know, any goal is, you know, is nutrition. And that's why I definitely, you know, and Tyler can chime in, but that's why I always like to talk nutrition as well, not only when you're looking for a product to help with your needs, but, you know, hey, maybe we can switch something else up to help as well.
And that's why I wanted to have you guys on. You can hear the passion. Very in depth. A lot of points that I agree with almost everything. I first want to touch on, like you said, like it's a supplement. Yeah, obviously whole foods are the best, but to go from what I even said for us, it's been a gradual 5-year progression. To go from eating, I was raising canes. I know we got one in Quincy. Never been.
Burn out on it?
No, if I start, I won't stop. And
it was always like 2 pieces of Texas toast, 2 dips, you know, and you're like
3-piece chicken in it, and it's good. And I would never tell anyone like this that food doesn't taste good. It's modified to be very palatable. It's supposed to taste really good. Not good for you. It's good. And like, so to go from me in the drive-thru, very convenient, picking up food, drinking soda, or having a beer at night, to go from that to, okay, we're gonna just drink a gallon of water every day, another drink, so you're gonna eat a very clean diet, wake up, whole foods only, eggs, meat, cook every meal. Like, to go from horrible to like where you're supposed to be is almost impossible, like to in today's world. So yeah, it's a slow progression, and yeah, just taking out like your morning whatever and replacing with something healthier, like get a protein bar and stuff. I eat protein bars all the time. I got a big bag of protein bars on top of our fridge. Like I agree with, yeah, you supplement it in. Like it's so important I always push protein. Protein is the number 1 macro I believe that you should get. Protein, rely on it first, and then yeah, you get your energy and everything. But it's hard. Like it truly is hard. Like to get all of that in a day. So
yeah, when someone comes in a store, I always use low-hanging fruit. Like, I think so many people have low-hanging fruit, and like examples are, you know, drinking water. I mean, I have a lot myself right now. That's why I was excited to get back in the challenge, like with kids, life, business, stress. You know, I got away from just drinking water, you know, and it's crazy how much better you can feel if you're drinking more water throughout the day. You know, when it comes to nutrition, I think people get overwhelmed, but you just said something like I agree with big time, like focusing on protein. Like, don't worry about everything else, just make sure you have protein at each meal. And I see that kind of naturally puts other stuff in the check. So yeah, low-hanging fruit is a thing I love to talk about, and I think it simplifies stuff for people, and it gives them something to build on.
Yeah, you just make small changes.
Correct.
Over those 5 years, Katy and I, like, we've just been taking out, replacing things. Like, just this past year, it was like added sugar. Like, we don't use sugar anymore really in our house. Like, we use monk fruit, we use agave, and we use honey.
Honey.
Like and only honey from local farmers.
We try to kind of rotate, because even, you know, like monk fruit has like erythritol, and you're like, okay, is that okay? Because some people say stevia is okay, and then you're like,
yeah,
okay, but is it okay, or is it only okay in certain
oil's
moderation?
bad.
So we just like kind of rotate a little bit, but
you can get pulled in so many different directions.
You can. It's
nutrition.
overwhelming.
Yeah.
It is very overwhelming. I understand why people in America don't even want to start.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
like yeah.
And almost the more you know, the more you like get down rabbit holes of like, is this really healthy? Then you start like getting in your own head of like, is this right?
Well, I even see, like, I talk about this at the store, like, you'll have someone come in that they're following something, but there could be 2 people that I consider very, very smart, like Gary Brecka's and being talked about a lot, but then I'm pretty sure, and then if you guys know who Lane Norton is, I'm pretty sure those two clash, and I would say those two are like very, very smart. So like, who do you believe? You know, so that's
Yeah.
where, like,
Huberman's another one. Yeah, they'll
Correct.
get on there. I literally was listening to a podcast where one was arguing for seed oils, one was arguing against it, one was saying olive oil only, and like beef tallow. The other was like absolutely not. There's no science that supports what you're saying, and yeah, like experts even argue on both sides of everything. And now we're seeing that with the food pyramid. Even I know that. I haven't fully reviewed it. Like the only thing I agree with is they increased the protein intake to 1.2 to 1.6 grams per pound of body weight a day, and I'm fully supportive of that. But yeah, like experts argue all the time. So where do you?
Yeah, and I think that's where we try to communicate in the store, like, you know, hey, I think this is something if you want to dive into and follow, that's fine. Don't overwhelm yourself. Don't burn yourself out. But, you know, for me, like going back to me as an example, I'm just not even drinking enough water, so I should build on that first. You know, eating a little bit more protein before I get in the weeds, because you can get overwhelmed and get pulled so many different directions. So, and I never, if someone's like, hey, I want to follow what Gary Brecka says, like I never knock them and go, hey, here's what we have that kind of fits with him. And I think, you know, I can't say I'm like persuaded by him, but not persuaded by him either, if that makes sense.
I try things. I'm always looking for ways to optimize things. Gary Brecka, very big on molecular hydrogen. I've been adding tabs to our water for probably been
A month.
Yeah, about a month now. Don't really notice anything. My metrics on like all of my apps and stuff don't say that I'm improving in any fashion, but it's a lot going on, a lot of variables.
Also, we're
I'm also
sleeping
not
2 hours a
sleeping,
night.
like my HRV score is about half of what it used to be. So yeah, there's a lot of things, but like, you keep touching on water, and that is a big thing. I've been drinking a lot less water recently too. Just I don't even really know why. Like I used to carry my jug around. I stopped doing that right around November-ish too. Haven't been drinking as much, but yeah, when in the summer I was drinking at least a gallon of water a day, running 5 to 10 miles a day, like, and everyone's like, how do you have so much energy when you do so much? I'm like, but the more you do, the more energy you have, and like that is a fact. The more you move, the easier everything becomes, and people just don't always understand that, or it feels too far away for them to achieve or something. I truly don't know.
Yeah, no, I think it's funny you talk about the hydrogen water. Like we get that question periodically through the store, and that's one like I'm not convinced on. I've had a couple people that have tried it, and I just haven't read on it a lot myself. But the kind of the feedback you just gave me, they said, hey, I don't know if I really notice the difference, but also I don't know how long it takes.
I think there's some like 2,000 peer-reviewed studies or something on it, but all of the benefits are, I don't want to say anecdotal, but like they're just that like you wouldn't really notice anything. Like he's talking about like the free radicals and stuff. Like it's just like how would you truly know if it makes you feel better? But like from just an overview, I love Gary Brecka in the sense where he simplified it. He's like, so the blue zones, like I love touching on the blue zones around the world, like because they say it truly doesn't matter the type of diet you have as much as like the 3 things that show longevity and overall health are just the absence of processed foods, movement, lifestyle, and a community. And like again, that's why I love the community aspect. And did I say Whole Foods? Or movement. So then it's been movement, gym. So the gym and community aspect people don't focus on enough, and it truly is one of the biggest keys to your health is like just moving and
being active.
Being active and part of a community, and like again.
Yeah, that's what, going back to low-hanging fruit, I talked a lot about steps, you know, just people usually aren't getting enough steps in. So, hey, you know, if you feel like you can't go to the gym, that's perfectly fine. You know, do you have something to track your steps and just bump that number up? Mm-hmm. So,
yeah. What are you sitting at a day? I know you move a lot.
You know what?
I've always wondered, honestly.
It's not as high as you think. I think like a couple of weeks ago, our dog got lost, and I think like my watch died at 20,000 steps a day. But that's not a typical day. If our dog got lost every day, I don't know what I would do. I just got this new Garmin, so I'm kind of looking forward to tracking that and comparing it to my Apple Watch. I've been looking at one of these for like 6 months, so finally broke down and bought one.
I love it. You'll get obsessed. Like
I feel like naked and lost without it, honestly. Even when it's on the charger, like in the morning, you know, you're just like, oh my gosh.
It's not tracking my steps. Like I'm gonna add these steps back in because I want people to know I moved. It's like a pride
Oh
thing.
yeah, if Nathan doesn't start his Garmin before he starts his run, like if it's like 3 steps in, he's like, nope, gotta restart. I didn't get it all.
I quit a run one day. I was like 2.5 miles into a run. My Garmin died. I'm like, nope, I'm finishing it later. Like it's not gonna track.
Like he is truly like you know, it's like, who do you do it for? It's like, you do it for your watch. I don't know. Like,
That's funny.
And it judges you. It judges you like crazy.
It's like, get up.
Do better, yeah.
Lazy. You could run a marathon in the morning, but if you take like 2 hours on the couch to watch football later, it's like, time to be more active.
Which is hilarious. I was so mad today. I ran 30 miles over that one night.
Oh, yeah.
I'm laying on the couch watching football that Sunday, and it says, time to be active. I'm like,
Oh, that's great.
I can
my
one-up
legs won't
you.
move.
The day I wore my watch when I was in labor because I wanted to look at
That'd
it.
be fun, yeah.
I was so excited for it. All natural labor, like, pretty hardcore, I would say. Anyway, that night, I'm sitting there, like, you know, everything's done. We're chilling in our room. And it's like, you've had an easy day. I was like,
Excuse me?
I need the number to who writes these messages because F you. I was so mad.
So
I
did
was like,
you
no way.
monitor your stress in that? Did it say, like...
Yeah, and honestly, it didn't really spike. I didn't have the crazy highs and lows that I expected it to. Like with contractions and stuff, you know, I expected to see like a lot of variation, and there really wasn't. It was so weird.
You get in trouble for this one, but it sounds like they're overplaying labor. Maybe.
You're gonna get canceled. Take that sweatshirt
I'm not
off.
participating.
I'm just kidding. But yeah, back to the watches. I wore obviously Saturday night. Friday night we had the celebrity bartending event. I had a couple drinks myself, and my metrics were wrecked Saturday. I posted them just so everyone can see them. Like, this is just the effects of what alcohol has on your body. You don't even have to drink that much. I mean, my heart rate, usually my resting heart rate is right around 45 beats per minute. That next morning, it was like 65, 70. It was high HRV, so my sleep scores and stuff, it just wrecks it all. And I mean, sleep's so important. That's why, I mean, not anti-alcohol, I'm just like very limited. Like, just don't overindulge. Definitely don't drink even 1 or 2 a day. You think it's nothing. It has a big impact long term. I mean, it affects your REM sleep. It affects like your just overall sleep. Like,
Yeah,
don't do it.
That's what I'm looking forward to, just measuring with this stuff, just seeing how different things affect my day. Like, I've looked at my sleep thing briefly this morning. I think probably like at 1 a.m. Hudson like slams our door open screaming, and like we just got a heated blanket, which I'm addicted to now. I think I sleep with it every night. And like the cord's strapped, I'm like tangled up in the cord, and I'm jumping out of bed and rolling, like almost falling because of the cord. I'm like, this is why my sleep is always messed up. So I've been looking forward to looking at that stuff over the next week or two. And Hudson gets up every night. Usually it's not as dramatic as it was last night, but we'll see how it impacts me.
Even if you like get sick with it, you know, like your stress levels will ride like literally at like 100 all day because your body's working so hard. Even if you don't feel like necessarily like emotionally stressed, like your body is stressed. It's so crazy, and it will tank your body battery. It's just so interesting to watch.
Yeah,
It's addicting, and I feel like that's probably not good either. You know.
Nope. It definitely will predict when you are even getting sick. You're like, oh, my stress has been high. Like, this has been a little bit low. Like, things will be off, and then you're just like, then bam, like
Yeah,
a
you're
day
like,
or two
there it
later, you got the
is.
flu.
You
And
notice
you're just
it.
like, oh, so that tracks.
See, Meg's got one of them Aura rings, and she's mentioned stuff like that. She can tell when she's getting sick, looking ahead. So, yeah, it's impressive how far this technology is going.
But are the EMFs killing us? See, I'm down another rabbit hole. Should I have this on my wrist all the time?
Yes.
I don't
Did you want to touch on?
No, the answer is no.
No, I know.
No.
That's another conversation for another day. Did you want to touch on the Saturday stuff? Their Women's Day?
Oh, yeah. Well, that's just more to talk about. So it's just events that are coming up. We have two.
I want to talk about it because it's changing, but go ahead.
Oh, like one is we have the Dancing with the Stars coming up. Super excited for.
That's gonna be fun.
Are you ready?
How much have you practiced?
It's okay to say no. We're not ready.
So like I'm excited for the event. Like, it's a great fundraiser, but like my big nerve, like me and Shelby, we have been practicing. We're doing twice a week now.
Oh.
But we've had to add more into our dance because we practiced and we got really fluent. So we took our original dance and we tweaked it a little bit and added a little bit more to it. My biggest worry is I'm going to mind blank right before we go.
So you're telling us you got so good that you had to make it harder?
I wouldn't say that. I would say that I couldn't remember something, so we had to put in more easier things.
Oh, okay.
Because it's on me.
That makes me feel
We
better.
had to take out my moonwalk.
Well, yeah,
I couldn't do it.
she's a dancer, so it's like, we didn't take it out.
You guys are moonwalking?
We aren't.
I don't even know if I am. Like, the issue is...
Right now, you're not. We'll see.
Yeah, I'm also super excited. I've heard nothing but good things. I've never even been. Like, never
Me
been
either.
to it.
I'm pumped.
No, I have no idea what to
It's going
expect.
to be fun.
Yeah, I'm pumped for it, honestly. And then I was like looking at it, I was like, because this is the last one they're having.
Yep.
So I was like, oh, like, it's kind of like an honor, like, oh, going out and I get to be a part of it and you guys get to be part of it.
Hopefully
It's like,
we're not the last group, is all I'm saying.
I don't want to be the first and I don't want to be the last.
Oh, yeah, I don't want to be first either. Like, yeah, just kind of hiding in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I have the same fear that I'm going to walk out blank, not know what to do, then we'll just, like, boogie or something, like, the whole time. I don't know. But we just have I think we all have the same issue. Like, when somebody reaches out and asks us to do something, participate, donate, like, you just have a hard time saying no. So we didn't even hesitate. I said yes, and I got to think about it. I'm like, probably wasn't smart. Like, we got Katy's, at that time, I think when they asked, she was 7.5 months pregnant. Like, so the baby's going to be born right before, don't know when. How are we going to train? November, December are our busiest months, and January doesn't really slow down much. So, yeah, it's like, how are we going to fit this in? Well, we can just do more.
Yeah, I kind of had that same thing when I got asked because I was like, oh, like, it's an honor. Like, you think I'm like a local celebrity. This is so cool. Yeah, I'll do it. 2 days later, I was like, I don't know how to dance. What am I thinking?
I know. The first day that we went in there and started, we were like, okay, just kidding. We thought this was going to be easy.
Yeah, Jill's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'm like, I don't like, don't do that. Just show me what I'm supposed to do, and like I'll just repeat it until I have it memorized. I don't need to know the ins and outs of how to dance. Like like.
And she makes it look so
She's
easy.
like, it's an 8 count. And I'm like,
well, and with you, Shelby probably makes it look so easy because she's a dancer. So you're probably like,
Oh, yeah.
you probably feel extra dumb because there's not, like, you know, he doesn't know how to dance either, so I don't feel as stupid. Mm-hmm. But if I had a dancer, it'd be like, okay, cool. I'm
Shelby
definitely
has
the weak
taught
link.
me a bunch. She is carrying our team for sure.
Yeah, well,
is so
I figured
good.
as much. But
I assumed yours would be something like she's dancing around you, you're doing your bodybuilding poses, and like that's just kind of like your
there
thing,
you go.
I said if
No
we-
shirt, just
don't tempt me. If you see me just randomly start bodybuilding pose, just know I forgot. the
yeah.
minutes.
That's
That's the key. I said honestly, if I just forget, you do a solo dance routine because it'll look really good, and I'm just gonna do random poses off in the corner. Like that, I was like, you got this. If I forget.
Yeah, just have yourself all oiled up underneath your outfit and stuff. That way, just in case if you forget, just start taking off your clothes and you'll be all muscled up, ready to roll.
Might
Like you're at a show.
just get a spray tan in the morning just in case.
There you go.
Might. Hey, I don't like spray tans, but
If I have to, I'll take one.
if I have to, I did it enough for shows. I was like, I'd do it again. I guess worth it, just in case.
Are you doing a show this year? I thought you were.
Not this year. No, I got a couple clients doing shows, but I'm not doing a show this year. I'm looking at maybe doing one next year.
Okay.
Just chilling this year.
You said you want to talk about Saturday?
No, I don't. I just want them to talk about it because
Oh.
it's changing a little bit. So I just
Yeah,
wanted to touch
definitely
on-
lots of changes. So we've only been in Quincy what 2.5 years now.
back in Quincy,
Back in
yeah.
Quincy
2
for
years.
2 years. We got back. We opened our business around August, and then like everyone that were coming in, like right around like December, January, and stuff. Like we had met by then, and we
Yeah.
started working together. Like you got to get in on their ladies' night event.
yeah.
Like, and we just kept hearing about it, and then I obviously had looked into like last year. I'm like, oh, it looked like a pretty big turnout. I'm like, we'll say yes.
That thing was crazy.
And we did. Holy crap. Like, that was, like, it was insane. Like, the amount of people, and you probably know the total, that went through that gymnasium in, like, a 2-hour time frame was insane. Like,
It was, last year there was 1,200 ladies that went through.
It was crazy, yeah.
The year before, I think there was 400. So, like a little background on Ladies' Night, you know, if you would have come to the store 3 years ago, it was pretty much all guys that worked there. And we were getting some feedback that, hey, you know, I have some friends that want to come in, but they're a little intimidated to talk to you guys, or maybe it's a personal issue or just a female-specific issue like you can't relate to or they're uncomfortable. So, like, hey, this would be great to maybe create a space where we're not. and ladies can come and ask questions and feel comfortable. And then Meg, my wife, is just the mastermind behind Ladies Night. Basically, she kind of took it a step farther and it's like, hey, let's wrap other locally female-owned businesses in it that they can learn about health and wellness, but then they can also shop. So it just kind of blossomed into this big thing. The first year, I think our goal was like 150 people, and we had 400. And then last year was 500, and we had 1,200. And going back to Katy talking about a few changes, we can't really accommodate everybody. So I don't know what you guys experienced, but I know it's shoulder to shoulder, and not everybody, I think, could get to experience all the resources there. So Megan wanted to move it to a Saturday format so we could extend the time out, and she came up with the name Sat Her Day. And I can't remember if she's released the theme or not, so I might hold off on that.
I don't think, I haven't seen it if she has.
I think it's being released in the next week.
Yeah,
Okay.
So I don't want to tip it off.
Just wait
It is
it out.
super cool though. It is, it's really, like, each year it kind of amazes me how she keeps building on it. I'm like, this is awesome. So yeah, we're looking forward to it. It should be a great turnout again. So yeah.
I'm really excited for it. They, like last year, it was great, but I remember even saying like we needed more people even like at our booth, because when you're like stamping people for their, what do you call it?
Bingo card.
Yeah, and then people are trying to ask you questions or book appointments, and I just didn't have enough people behind the desk even. I guess I just totally underestimated it. It was awesome.
Yeah, I did for sure. Leading up to it, I would say I underestimated it. That day I did not, because I probably showed up to the Croc noon that day to start setting up our booth and stuff. And once I saw that there were already 20, 30 people waiting in line, and I'm like, oh, this is serious. Like,
It was crazy.
The line gets crazy. I mean, they were wrapped around the Croc, the street. It was super cool. So Meg's got some stuff up her sleeve to try to kind of control that a little bit better this year. I know one thing, the bingo cards. So the mindset there was like, hey, this would get people to interact with each booth. But we were getting some feedback from vendors. They were having a hard time stamping and then taking care of people. So I don't think they're doing the bingo card this year, is what I'm
I don't know if the bingo card, I love to see it. When you guys said that, I'm like, that's such a great idea. And I don't know if the bingo card was the issue or the time that people had in the amount of people in the space, because there's just, again, like
2 hours was not, long enough.
with double the expected people that it was crowded, but for good reasons, and it wasn't a bad thing. It's just
we were blown away by how many people. Like somebody gave us some feedback. They said, "Hey, I had a hard time getting around," and they, I think, were in a wheelchair and they just couldn't make it around. So, that's a scenario. Like, we want to be able to make it available for everybody. So it's good to get some feedback.
Yeah, but that's just, an excellent representation of like what you guys do for the community and the type of respect that you've built because of everything that you do. You pulled in 1,200 people. I don't know. I'm sure there are events that are bigger, but I don't know of any. Like, it surprised me. And I guess like Maker's Market and stuff, which that's also
awesome.
an amazing event. But
yeah, our goal is to keep building on it each year, and Quincy will be the home of this huge ladies' night, down the road, and I have faith that Meg will keep growing it. So
yeah, and then just to swing back and touch on like what I briefly brought up in the beginning was the Rosetta mystery, and it was all about that. Like I said, it was their health was. Like, doctors went in and studied this town and tried to understand why the cardiovascular disease was almost half of what it was in the rest of the country, and the only thing that they could find was like it was a tight-knit community. Everybody helped each other, and like everybody was looking out for one another. Like, everyone was friends, and just that aspect on your overall health. It's very important. And it's often something like in America, especially, you're busy, you're fast-paced. People don't even get to see their kids that much, let alone their friends and stuff. So it's good to have community around you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I agree. I think whoever you're around kind of picks you up and determines which direction you're going and how you think, and I think it can make a big difference for the good or the bad,
And even like we all have bad days. Like, so this month, for example, I'm on track to run 170 miles. There's at least
Had to bring it in.
No, I'm going to compliment you. Like, there's at least 5 days where I'm just like, no, I just won't run today. I'm like, I'll just double it up tomorrow or something. Katie's just like, no, like, you need to go out there and do it. Like, you set this goal, you need to go do it. and you sometimes you just need someone to push you, and like it's good to have, like for me, like a wife that helps you, or like friends that help you, and
A bossy wife.
a bossy wife, and then like even just being involved with you guys a little bit, like some of your affiliates and stuff, like I've become friends with that are just great people, like just great to see out. I mean, it's really something incredible. So
We appreciate that. So we're excited to work with you guys.
do you have anything else you'd like to add before we wrap it up? Soaking it all in, baby time.
Do you want to list this February specials?
You can. I honestly, I'm working on them today. I know that's one of my tasks. I'm going to be rolling out like the February specials today for our business. I just don't remember what they are. You send them to me.
One of them that's regarding wellness, $99 immunity IV, just to help boost immunity for sick season. Everybody's had flu A and COVID, and it's been crazy. So
And
get a little bit.
I might just want time out on that one, just because we could talk about this stuff for days. He touched on like nutrition, gut health. I mean, the average person's gut, I think, takes in like 30% of the nutrients that you consume, because our gut health is so poor in America, just because of all the highly processed foods and stuff that we eat. So that's why the immunity IV is just like, it's really is just a pick me up. You obviously get, if you do it intravenously, you get all the nutrients. It's great, and
Yeah, quicker effect, making sure you're getting the most out of it. Yeah.
those have been picking up quite a bit recently. All the flu going around.
When's the ideal time to get it? So if my watch is saying, hey, you're stressed out, head on down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yesterday. But even like we have a lot of people that'll come in like in the middle or at the end of their illness, you know, just to kind of reboost themselves. I mean,
dehydrated
yeah.
and stuff,
I mean, we have different IVs, but yeah, other stuff. We've got some skincare specials, so up to 30% off of skincare. Some free skincare giveaways with the Diamond Glow facial, and then a little bit of add-ons with it. Lip filler special, of course. Everybody wants a lip filler special for February for Valentine's Day. So what else is on there? IPL. Oh, and then laser hair removal. Buy 2 areas, get 1 free. That's always a popular one. So cool.
Yeah. What else? You guys have anything else coming up that you'd like to add in, or?
No, but I want to hear more about a facial, because Meg keeps telling me, like, hey, you need to go get one. You'd love one.
The Diamond Glow facial.
Yeah.
I mean,
the Diamond Glow facial is, I'll take this. 3-in-1 technology. It's a machine, obviously, that we run. So uses microdermabrasion, which is, it feels kind of like a cat tongue. And we have different levels of it, but it brushes off all the dead skin, all that kind of surface buildup. And then has a vacuum within it, so then helps clean out your pores, clean off all that dead skin, kind of get everything reset, and then we put a serum back into the skin, like hydrating, or if we're looking for more like anti-aging or brightening, we kind of tailor that to the person. All of that is in that technology and kind of does it all at once. We also do like dermaplaning for people that want like their peach fuzz kind of shaved off of their face, and that kind of helps get rid of some dead stuff too. And we always add the red light mask at the end. So red light is good for all areas of the body, but good for the face to help build collagen and elastin production. So kind of fuller, plumper skin, more youthful skin. So we add that on at the end. This month we'll do like a mask with it that just helps hydrate even more, and then send people home with a silk serum, which is just extra hydration because it's so dry this winter. Diamond Glow is one of the most popular things in our office for sure. Everybody loves it.
Takes about an hour, or
Yeah, 45 minutes to an hour.
Yeah, I'd say the standard one is about 30 to 40 minutes. I mean, and then once you do the add-ons, the dermaplane and the red light, yeah, it's right around an hour. And
Nice.
Katy's not wrong. It's definitely one of the best-selling things that we do. So much so that we just started the Diamond Glow VIP Club. So people that want to do it monthly or share it with a friend, you buy it, 6-month commitment, and then you get that package that's typically $200 for $125 a month. And yeah, you just get yourself in the routine or the habit of taking care of yourself. It's very relaxing. Like, I shouldn't, as a man, I will admit, I do it. I do.
Well, men
Still
have skin too.
Still not doing Botox. I'm standing true to that one, but yeah, I do a lot of the other things.
What would you say is like the #1 thing, like male clientele that comes in for? Would it just be IVs, you think, or would it be facials, you think? The Diamond Glow. I've always been interested, but I was like, I don't know what I'd go in there
So
for.
typical in bigger cities, a typical med spa, 20% of their patients will be male. In Quincy, I would say that we're trending right around closer to 3%, maybe. It's not
A few
high,
talks,
not
definitely
high.
tattoo removal,
Hair removal.
hair removal.
Like guys, and to touch on that one a little bit, I am doing it for. I'm very cheap. I'm conservative with money. I don't pay for haircuts. I cut my own hair. I can't cut my neck, so I'm having the girls laser hair remove on my neck, so I don't have to worry about cutting it anymore. Yeah, that's one. We do have a couple guys that come in and get facials, some IPLs. Like, yeah, it just depends. I mean, we got to take care of ourselves too. It's just one of those things where
We've got some Botox guys.
Yeah, we
Hey,
do
yo.
a couple Botox guys. It's typically perceived as not a masculine thing to do, so I think some people are hesitant to come in, but I don't think any that have are upset by it. I mean, nothing wrong taking care of yourself.
Oh, yeah. I say I've always been curious to come in, but I was like, I don't know what I would get. IVs for sure. I need to come get an IV, honestly.
So yeah, actually, we had two people that did IVs prior to the Glow Row. Like, you guys had 5 teams, and it was insane. They said night and day. Like they rode the marathon and didn't even feel like they had rode. Like the next day, they said they felt like $1 million. Like it really helped.
Sold. I'm in.
So yeah, I mean, I know that there's a big powerlifting comp coming up. So yeah, just maybe we'll just run
Wrap it up.
another one. So all right. I think that's all we have time for today, though. That was a long one, guys.
Cool, guys.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks for
Appreciate you
joining
having
us.
us.
Thanks for
Definitely going to
having
do it
us.
again, just because, like I said, I could talk to you two all day. And
Yeah.
all right, until next time, guys. Later.
Here, yeah.